I thought about why it is so difficult to stay off food that you know you shouldn't eat, high in sugar and salt and fat. Well, that's because our brain is simply designed to crave those foods. Because millions of years ago, whenever we had, we would seldom have access to that kind of food, high in fat and sugar. So whenever we would have access to it, it was all about eating as much of it as possible, because we didn't know whenever we would have access to food again, and because there would also be periods of low food access and even starvation. And we also didn't have any possibility of store those foods, so if we didn't eat them fast, if it was a big amount, then it would simply go bad, so we would simply eat it and store it in our body as fat. So our brain is just trying to protect us and make us survive, because our brain didn't evolve that much since thousands of years ago, at least not in that area. It's still just trying to survive, and it's a problem because today we have an abundance of food available 24/7, and they're all high in fat and sugar and calories. And our brain still wants to crave those foods to make us survive in case there will be starvation. But the starvation never comes, and therefore we get overweight, and we get sick from that then. And the food companies, they know this. They are using this against us. They are making foods that are even higher in fat and sugar and more palatable, and even using extra artificial sugar, artificial colors and flavorings to make us crave them even more. So it is very hard to stay off those foods, but if you're aware of it and you have a plan for it, then it becomes easier. You have to have a plan and know when you're going to have struggle with staying off certain foods, because there's usually a certain time of day or so that we have the most cravings. And if you have a plan for it, and you know, when I come home from work, then I'm gonna crave something sweet or so, then you can have a plan for eating some fruits instead, and going for a walk or something like that, because exercise is actually really great against those cravings. But they only take them away temporarily, but maybe that's long enough to kind of give you a break between the craving and you acting on it. So it gives you time to think about it, and the more times you do it, the easier it's gonna be. Comment below if you have any questions. Don't forget to like and follow. Take care. Bye.